Good evening, church. I'm a little nervous. I, well, I guess I'll start out by thanking Pastor and Sister Blankenship. It's an honor to be up here. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the rest of the pastoral staff and the youth staff. And special thank you to Brother Tim Kretzer and Brother Jeremiah Gwendu. You guys have really impacted me and are probably the biggest reason I'm up here, so thank you for that. Yeah. I'm going to try not to stumble over my words. I feel my face. It's getting red already. Well, I'm up here to talk about failure and trials, and yeah. So as a 17-year-old, I fail quite often. It's just a learning process for me. And I have learned that some failure is necessary, some is not. Sometimes it can be used to build you up, and you can learn from it. Sometimes it's just a way to bring you down. I've gone through a little bit in my life. I know there's people out here. I'm not up here to tell you how much I've gone through. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you maybe see it. Yeah, so I've gone through a little bit in my life. Not as much as some people have. I'm not up here to complain or have a sob story for you, but I know that trials tend to be difficult, and I know that suffering isn't fun. Yeah. Like I said, not up here for a sob story, but I'll give you a quick testimony of when I was younger. My mom got remarried, and my stepdad passed away, and that hurt. We're like, oh man, it hurt. It was the worst feeling I've ever had. And there for a long time, I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. I knew what had happened. I knew all the bad stuff that had happened, and it was awful to know. But God got me through, and it took me a while. It did. And then not too long after that, I moved here, and as most of you know, I was not very happy about that. So, yeah, I was a little bitter. But in the past year, since Brother Tim Kretzer took me under his wing as well, I have learned so much. Even in the past few months, it's insane how much I've learned. And I don't compare myself to Pastor because he's way up there. But I'm trying to get there. Yeah. Sorry. Like I said, I'm nervous. I'm scatterbrained. But yeah, so I've had my fair share of failing and suffering and trials, and there are times when I fail where I just don't want to get up. I don't think God sometimes. I'll be honest. I look up and I'm just like, how are you going to forgive me after this? I knew what I was doing. I did the wrong thing, and I don't deserve forgiveness. But I'm so glad he gives it. Yeah, I'm so glad. I've fallen into temptation. And every time I've asked for forgiveness, and thankfully, as you can see, I don't think I'd be up here if God didn't forgive me. So yeah. I do have a quick verse, real quick. I didn't say it at the beginning, but in 1 Peter 4:12 and 13, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also and with exceeding joy. That verse, when I first read it, rejoice in your suffering? What? Come on now, that was... Yeah, I was so confused. Yeah. And then I started to understand because I started to learn things from other people, and it's crazy that I don't enjoy suffering. I'm not insane, but I understand what it means now, And I do rejoice in my suffering. I fall every day, for sure. Like I said, I'm 17. I'm pretty dumb sometimes. Yeah, yeah. But he picks me up, and he keeps me going. It's a simple message. It's not much. It's pretty basic. But just know, if you fall to temptation, when you think you're down in the dumps, just know God enjoys picking you up out of the dumps. He enjoys keeping you going. He enjoys being hope, and and it comes with past few weeks have been really faith seems to be the topic. If you have faith in him and you put all your faith in him, you will be rewarded for it. Yeah, thank you, church.